So last year was monumental. This year is Chicago Sports Network. You built the model for this network. Looking at the video, just you kind of have a one-stop shopping app, it looks like. Tell us how it's going.
Yeah, absolutely. So, for us to launch a new network, the most important thing that we had to do, number one, make sure the broadcast and the production is of the highest quality. We invested in a whole new graphics package. We hired the best in the business when it comes to our production staff. We do a couple of things differently. We were talking about virtual. For us, we actually do a lot of our pregame shows live at sports bars. For us with Chicago, we like to refer to it as the 77 neighborhoods. We really want to ingratiate ourselves into the community, even as something as simple as having Chicago First. It used to be NBC Sports Chicago. It's now Chicago Sports Network. And it's a small thing, but for us, it's really very intentional. Number one was being able to make sure that the production is right. Number two is making sure that the product is right, that people are able to watch their games as easily as possible. And that brings us to distribution, which by all means is the challenge of the industry. And we've certainly felt it hard in Chicago. It is a Comcast market. We do not have Comcast carriage at the moment. The way that we went about it was we thought of really three ways for people to be able to consume the content. Number one is for people who may have cut the cord and are not currently paying for traditional MVPDs. And for those, we have offered the ability to watch the Bulls, the Blackhawks, and the White Sox on digital antennas. Literally, you have to go buy a $20 antenna, put it on your TV, scan it, and you could get a high-quality HD feed of these games. It could be a pain in the ass to do. But tens of thousands of people are literally doing that right now in order to watch their teams. The middle tier for us has always been to respect the MVPD business as it is today. We have carriage with DirecTV, we have with Fubo, we have with RSN and others. The intent there was always to be able to allow people to watch it the way they have been watching it for decades. The third part of it is kind of the opposite of the free, which is being able to watch it on your own terms. And that is the streaming world that we live in today. So we rolled out the product about a month ago. Suddenly it allows tens of thousands of people to watch via a live feed. So, for us, it's, when we think about where this thing is going and we're building out the business model, we're thinking about the long term. To me, distribution is a little bit of a short-term pain. I don't think anyone here is willing to stake their lives on the MVPD business being the same today as it's going to be in 5 years. It certainly is very different than it was 5 years ago. So with that in mind, we are, when we think about the success of our business today, it's ultimately preparing ourselves for the future. And I'm happy to walk through some elements of the app in more detail, but the app that you saw, and we refer to it as a digital platform. The reason why is, typically when you go to a regional sports network, the website and the app are entirely different. The app is a streaming service. It does one thing and one thing only, and then the app is more of a traditional sports website with articles and things like that. Our app is much more akin to social media platforms, so whether it's Facebook or an Instagram or a TikTok, in that the actual app is exactly the same as what you would find on the web. There is a vertical video feed. There's the ability to have commerce integrated in it, and you could easily watch the live games of the three teams.